Oh.
Gosh, we should really do something funny right
We
now.
are live during the countdown. So this is Talking Bengals before dark, I guess, because after dark is once we stop going live. So this is just awkward 20-second time here.
Do we have sound effects to do like knocking?
I usually need a full 60 seconds to go live, so.
Yeah. Hello and welcome into Talking Bengals, the world's realest podcast because we keep it real. That's how we do it on this podcast. We have an awesome guest with us this week, Sami Riggs. Sami, how are you doing?
Hey, good guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, super excited to have you. It's going to be a great off-season episode here. We do have a full crew. Josh is coming live from the Harold family bar down there in his basement. Looking good. We got the ambiance going. Bernsey has comm issues like always, but he seems to be doing okay. And Nick looks like he's in a 1980s wallpapered area. I don't know. There we go. So it works.
You know how I do it. It's old school. Everything's old school.
Yeah, it's like a J.C. Penney background for pictures. It's great.
Macy's, okay? We stepped up.
It's classy. He's classy at Macy's. So, Sami, tell us a little bit about what you've got going on coming up.
So February got a little out of hand this month. Towards the end of the month, I've got several shows all kind of lined up in 1 week, but I'll be the post-match entertainment at the FC Cincinnati game on the 25th. And then on the 26th, I'll be playing at Motor Pub with a good friend of mine, Easy Mark. If you've never seen him, he is hilariously awesome. And I'll be with my full band for that show. And then that following Saturday, I'm playing it's a pop-up house concert with a couple of my friends. One of them is from Nashville. Her name is Ash Taylor. And then another good friend from Cincinnati, Lydia Shea.
Very nice. So you got a lot of stuff going on. And if you did miss that for our live audience, don't worry. She'll be plugging the whole thing again at the end. So we're going to go ahead and get into the show here. So T. Higgins making the Pro Bowl. Big deal for T. I know how we all feel about the Pro Bowl. So I'm going to actually throw it to Nick first to give his thoughts because he may be a little bit positive. And then Sami will get your take on what does the Pro Bowl actually mean nowadays?
I mean, obviously, T. Higgins deserves to be in the Pro Bowl. It's T. The entire Pro Bowl should just be yelling T every time he catches the ball. He's obviously the best receiver who's there. Quite honestly, I don't like Jay Jetta. I don't think he's as good as everybody makes him out to be. T. Higgins is better than him as a wide receiver too. And then we got Jamar Chase, who's a wide receiver one. They're just 1A and 1B essentially. I love the fact that T's there representing us. We have both Joes there, which was awesome. I mean, how awesome is that, right? Both Joe, Burrow and Flacco. And then what'd you say in the chat there, Bernsey, earlier in the week? But Flacco makes the Pro Bowl first year as a Bengal? I mean, come on. He played awesome though. He came in and crushed it. So Bengals really representing well. I'll let Sami take it from there. I don't want to take any esteem from her.
I mean, I love seeing T there too. Obviously, I love seeing Flacco. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't really keep too much tabs on the Pro Bowl. I mean, I know I thought it was supposed to go based off of stats, but I've obviously seen a few people in the Pro Bowl this year that people are kind of, they don't know what to think about it because they're like, do they really belong in the Pro Bowl? So
like Shedeur Sanders.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, baby primetime. Come on now, he can't really live up to Zach's favorite. Baseball, football? Was he your favorite football player of all time, Zach? Last week?
Yeah, both really. He's the reason I got into both. Yeah.
Let's not talk about him in baseball. He lost all credibility. He doesn't like Barry Larkin.
We don't need to relive that. If you missed that last week, go back and check it out. But Zach hates the Cincinnati Reds. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, Zach, what are your thoughts on the Pro Bowl?
Jamar, T, Joe, and Joe being there, I think it represents what was great about 2025 for Cincinnati Bengals. So it'll be good. I'm not going to watch it, to be honest with you. I probably haven't watched the Pro Bowl since maybe 2007 when they could actually hit and tackle and Sean Taylor was, killing everybody. So I don't know if I can say that on YouTube.
Oh,
Might get
out. We're getting a parental advisory, folks. So sorry, children out there. Nick's baseball team that watches. Sorry. Zach is now banned from the show. Josh,
appreciate that, Zach.
Any other thoughts, Josh?
I did see one play, actually. It was a highlight play from the game tonight. Joe passed it out, looked like a regular old hitch, and then got tossed right back to him, and Joe runs it in for about 15 yards. Looks fun. No, that's what I think it is just now. Nobody cares. Nobody's really going to try that hard, especially when, Deion's paying the NFL to get his son in the Pro Bowl. That's what happened. He didn't earn it.
I do want you to specify which Joe. I think I know, but it'd be funnier if it's the other one.
No, it was Burrow. It was.
Did he do his gritty at least?
No, it ended. But, Flacco weeks all he can do it now, especially when nobody's even trying to touch him. But I do love seeing Higgins, and it looks like he is just enjoying life now. He loves it. He is happy as can be every time you see him. He's earned it. Every year he's been a Bengal. And it is nice that he finally got it. So, I can't wish anything more for him.
I do think they need to put a caveat with it. That's something real quick, Zach. And I'll pitch it to you. If the people who actually got voted in initially get to be called Pro Bowlers, the replacements get to be called just that. You were a replacement. You're not really a Pro Bowler. You're just there because they needed a body. Zach, go ahead.
Well, I just opened my ESPN app to look and see what Shador Sanders' stats were for the year. And Jamar Chase actually had an interception, returned it to the house, and did a backflip for their celebration. So
very nice. Well, Jamar Chase was leading the team in tackles at one point this year, so it does track.
It's not really saying much considering our defense forgot how to tackle.
Okay, we're not going there, guys. This is a good vibes only show until we get to the funny awards, and then we can maybe have some bad vibes. But talking about some good vibes, we're really trying to put out in the universe right now. Ken Anderson, Willie Anderson, up for the Hall of Fame again. If you guys didn't get the Anderson Brothers shirt last year, it is still out there. You should pick one up because those two gentlemen deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And I feel like poor Ken is in a really bad position now after the Bill Belichick issue. So for those who didn't hear about it, apparently writers were saying, don't vote for Bill Belichick for this year. He's going to get in another time, and that's gotten some backlash from other people. But Ken Anderson's really deserving. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Sammy, what's your take on Ken Anderson?
I honestly don't even know who Ken Anderson is.
It's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to throw that question at me. And
We're
I'm
old.
like, I didn't do my research.
It is okay. We're going to just say that you know who Ken Anderson is, and I'll just back you up on that one.
That is the rule for this podcast.
Yeah. One of the greatest quarterbacks in Bengals history and NFL history. The original quarterback in what should be called the Ohio Valley offense, not the West Coast offense. Two-time passing champion, one-time MVP, runner-up in the Super Bowl. Obviously, didn't quite go the way we wanted it to. But, absolute legend for the Bengals. Came from little tiny Augustana College to be an absolute legend for the organization, and also was the quarterback's coach in the 90s, which is probably something he doesn't want on his resume. It's not very memorable.
They keep you out.
Yeah.
You mean you don't want Achilles Smith on your resume?
Achilles Smith, Jeff Blake.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
For second time, God bless him. He should have never came back.
Hey, that was made for an entertaining 1997. It really did. So any other thoughts on Ken Anderson and his case to get in? Anybody going once?
I'm gonna take it a little step further. He's been in the running for the Hall of Fame how many years now?
Forever, basically.
Yeah.
Since Yeah, 90s was when his initial look ended, was the late 90s, and then his senior look has been for the last like 8 years, 9 years.
How
I mean,
how old is he?
He's got to be in
old.
his 70s,
Yeah, he's up there.
yeah, 60s,
Yeah, I
70s.
Why would we wait until he dies before he goes into the Hall of Fame? Essentially,
I mean, that's what they did to Pete Rose. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they just
That was
wait
just-
until you're old and dead,
politics.
and then they put you in.
yeah.
Which is silly at that point. It's not. They did the same for Ken Riley. We have 2 Bengals in there right now. You can't tell me this entire franchise, 3 Super Bowl appearances, that you only have 2 players that were worthy of getting in the Hall of Fame. That's crazy. And like I said, one of them you waited till he passed away, and like literally 2 years later, he gets in the Hall of Fame.
It's ridiculous.
I wish they would let people enjoy it while they're here with those things.
Yeah, I mean, enjoy what you earned.
It's a weird popularity contest. It doesn't make sense. But I know, Zach, I know you're going to have thoughts on Willie. No? Okay.
Not really.
Wow. Zach's apparently quiet tonight. Josh, you brought something to say about Big Willie Anderson. I know you do.
I mean, I feel like he should have been in a long time ago. The dude's iconic for the franchise. I mean, he's one of the best franchises ever had, and I mean, it's not a. I know we put them down a lot just because we've been beaten down a lot as Bengals fans, but throughout his history, they have had some very, very good teams, and he's towards the top of the good teams that they've had. He is very good. He is 100% deserving of getting in. I don't know who else is on the ballot, but I know it's long past due for him.
It's one of those that's weird, too. The same people continue to get to vote, and it's the same bias. You know, there's a bias against Willie Anderson, even though he was one of the best right tackles of his era. Yeah, the team was garbage for most of the time he was on the team, but he was the best player. He made the Pro Bowl every year when the Pro Bowl actually meant something. I think he was an All-Pro at least once or twice. And the guy was just an incredible player, but the fact is, you know, he played in Cincinnati, which does hurt him. I mean, Corey Dillon's not a Hall of Famer, which is absolutely insane. The records that guy has, the yardage he has. And I mean, yeah, did he leave Cincinnati in a bad way? Sure he did. But is he worthy of being in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Just because reporters hate him doesn't mean it's fair for him to be left out. Same thing for Willie. Willie is just quiet. He didn't really talk a whole lot when he was here, and then he disappeared for like 10 years. He just did things under the radar.
He's easily one of the best offensive linemen to play the game. I mean, you have Anthony Munoz, Cincinnati Bengal. I mean, he was a no-brainer. I thought Willie Anderson was going to be a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just to see him on the ballot for the past few years and not get in, that's just absolutely absurd. Completely asinine. Like, how do you leave out one of the best offensive linemen to play the game? It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. Zach or Sammy, any alibis on Willie?
I mean, it makes sense. Like you said, especially if they were part of. I mean, that's what it kind of like this season. You know, were there players that stood out? Yes, but then it's like you have this shadow of like the year just being terrible. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away from what they're doing as players. So it does, like, it sucks for those people who are, you know, hoping to get into the Hall of Fame, but they're just kind of waiting to be called up, and will they?
It doesn't look good being a Bengal. That's the sad part. I mean, we've done this before. That's why I think Zach's kind of like, okay, let's not beat this horse to death, because every year we have to do the Willie and Ken talk because they never get in. And I mean, then you have the Coreys, you have the Chads, you have all these other guys who are like, why are they not in the Hall of Fame? But I don't know. That we could go on. That could literally be an entire episode, and maybe it will be sometime this offseason because we got to fill airtime at some point. So we'll see. Stay tuned, everybody. We might have an entire Bengals that are getting the shaft from the Hall of Fame. We'll see. See how bored we get in, the March, April timeframe. But that's going to move us into an exciting edition. This is different than our normal end-of-season awards. We're going with the totally unofficial Bengals awards, and these will be a little bit more fun. So we're not going to give your traditional MVP, most valuable defensive players, anything like that. The first award that we have up is most likely player to make you say, "What are you doing?" to the TV when you're sitting at home. Nick, I know you've already got one. Go for it.
Yep, Geno Stone.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't. What are you doing? You have one job. Zach, that was great spelling, by the way. What are you doing, dude? The spell check works in
Getting at the
Microsoft Word.
TV.
But what are you doing, right? Geno Stone, how do you miss coverage that often and get paid that much? I mean, I could put my 9-year-old out and he would just follow directions.
Yeah, dude,
I mean, you miss coverage that much. What are you doing?
Right.
Like,
Sammy,
your
who do
guy
you
is on
got?
the other side of the field.
Oh, Nick's still pontificating. Sorry.
Oh,
So, Sammy, who do you got for that award?
Okay.
Well, I mean, the obvious is Zach Taylor.
Yes.
Clock management. But if we're talking players, I feel like Yoshi dropping balls.
Yoshi killing us on those this year.
Yeah.
It's either a great catch or a drop, and it just doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Zach, who do you got?
I'm going Shamar Stewart.
Ooh, yes, that's a good one.
Every time I watched him on the field, I went, "What are you doing?" So yeah,
he's
And
getting
then the
thrown into other guys.
yeah, and then you see him on replays and film clips on X, and it's like, "Yep, we drafted him 17. Good job."
He a football player.
He's the best player. He's the best player on the draft board right now.
He is
He's
one of
got
the
so much
best 11
potential.
people on defense when he's on the field. I'll say that much. Josh, what do you got?
So I'm going to take what might be.
Yeah, my joke
I'm
fell flat.
sorry.
I'm not a comedian. Not a comedian. Anyways, go ahead, Josh.
I'm going to take what might be somewhat of a cop out. Let's say the entire secondary, almost the entire freaking season. Can't cover anybody. Can't tackle anybody. Everybody's streaking wide open. Getting
Yeah,
beat
I wouldn't
by
say the entire.
the
There's
entire
like 2 bright spots.
beginning of the season. The only reason they didn't get beat up the first game of the season was because it was the Browns, and the Browns suck. They have no receivers. So that made them seem like, oh, they only let up, what was it, 13 points to the Browns or something like that? Okay, cool. They didn't do much else the rest of the season, so it didn't really mean anything. But you watch the secondary, couldn't tackle, trying to knock someone out of bounds, and this is also going on for years. They cannot seem to get someone on the goal line. Not the goal line, the yard, the out of bounds. They always try to shoulder tackle. Yeah, they always try to shoulder tackle. They can't seem to do it. Just that's all you got to do. Just do that. It doesn't get taught in Cincinnati to just, oh, I'm going to do that. No, instead.
So Josh is giving out free hugs, Bengal secondary. If you're curious, Josh is giving out free hugs.
I give good hugs too.
I mean, so my player for this one is going to a guy that we've probably all luckily been able to forget about because he's been off the field for quite a while. Cam Taylor-Britt. Every time he was on the field, just like, what are you doing, man? And as we've talked about many times, at least this guy, I was a D+ football player, so I'm not going to act like I was any good or reliving high school glory. But dang, he made me look like a decent safety, and that's bad, or decent corner even, and that's really bad.
I don't know
You were
what
less
happened
than
with
D+.
him.
What?
I felt like he was good a few years ago, and then it just slowly was just.
I think he had
It
a
was
lot
like
of-
he was climbing the hill and then he fell off a cliff.
Because it was maybe 2 seasons ago. I felt like he was like making good plays.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, our Super Bowl year, he was really good.
Well, the year
And
after Super Bowl. He got drafted the year
Whatever.
after.
Yeah, the year after the Super Bowl when we played the Chiefs in the AFC title game, and then they had the redo. But I'm going to bring it up every time we talk about CTB. So
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, he had a couple really good years, and all of a sudden just dropped.
He forgot how to play. But yeah, CTB is just a guy that makes you sad. But since we went to people that made us angry, next we're going to go to the award is this guy is built different, but nobody talks about him. So somebody that flies under the radar a little bit, but does a fantastic job. So Sammy, I'm giving this one to you first.
I don't know. I feel like maybe Chase Brown.
Yeah, I like that one.
I mean, I feel like he's kind of gained momentum throughout the season, and I feel like our running game got a little bit better there towards the end.
It definitely did. No, that's a good one. That's one that he's not the first person you think about when you think of the Bengals offense. He's probably be about number 4. So that's a good call, under the radar for what he should be. On most teams, he would be a front runner.
Mm-hmm.
Zach?
For 2025, I'm going to go the opposite direction, same position, and I'm going to go Pirine because when he was healthy, he was a great balance for Chase Brown. So, and nobody really talked about him all season, but I think he complimented him well in 2025.
Yeah, no,
I'd agree
that's a
with
good
that.
one.
It's a good call out.
All right, Nick, you can take it next.
All right, I like Sample, the tight end. He is literally our most value-based player. For what we pay him, we are getting the most bang for our buck out of him. Just plain and simple. Look at his blocking. He catches the ball out of the backfield on a little fullback dump pass off to the flats. I mean, just look at what he did when Flacco came in, being able to protect Flacco's backside. I mean, on top of that, on running downs where we needed a fullback to come in, just make him a fullback. Change his number, make him a fullback, and pay him a little bit more because the guy in the backfield blocking for Chase Brown and Pirine is, in my opinion, it's a good move. And he never gets the credit for what he does.
All right, Josh.
So I'm going to go with the position that nobody ever talks about, offensive line. No one talks about it because if they're good, they just talk about quarterback's got time. And I'm going to talk about Fairchild.
Yeah.
He, very quietly, no one really ever talked about him. The dude is solid. He is a piece that you don't have to worry about him. And that's all you need from the offensive line. Don't worry about him. You don't need somebody that's going to be flashy and be awesome. But he kept Joe safe. And that's what you need. So I feel like as a rookie, I think he was one of the better rookie offensive linemen this season. I have no problem with him. I think he's going to be a comfortable piece for years to come.
Yeah, I think he's going to turn out really well for us. And mine is a pick that I wasn't sure if everybody thought about or not. But after all the turmoil we've had for the last couple of years, I'm going with the long snapper, Will Wagner. He was consistent. He was solid. We didn't have to talk about who the long snapper was. And that's exactly what you want from a long snapper. I had to look up his name. That's how little they talked about him. I'm like, yeah, he was really good. What's his name? I don't know. I had to look it up. But yeah, no, he was very solid. You know, Mac had a good season overall. He had a couple kicks. You're like, what the heck happened on that one? But overall, great season. So yeah, Will Wagner, compliments to you. You get my version of the award there.
Casey, I was going to use him, but I was like, I'm going to go with Sample because I just don't think anybody's going to call him out.
Fair.
Solid.
Fair.
I figured Casey would at least see the long snapper because he, at some point, had been involved in some form of the kicking game. So he at least understands the value of it.
I was the third string holder at one point.
You were the first string holder for JV.
Hey, that is the highlight of my high school football career right there.
Somebody made sure that you were the holder.
The largest kicker in the state of Kentucky history. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
I wasn't. There was a couple guys bigger than me.
So the next award is the guy you'd most want to have a beer with. Once again, I'm going to give it to Sammy first so you guys don't take the low-hanging fruit. Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit. Obviously, Uncle Flacco.
He seems like
I
a good
just
time.
love him. I would love to have a beer with Flacco.
He's a story that will always be awesome because he went from a fan base that really didn't like him at one point. Then you were very indifferent because you didn't have to deal with him very much. He wasn't that good. And then he comes to Cincinnati like, we love this guy. He's like a fan favorite forever now.
Yeah, the last game I was at, they brought him in for one play to do the push, and everyone just like lost their shit.
Yes.
We loved it.
I was there for that game too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was him at first. I was like, wait, what?
What's happening?
What was that? They put the old guy in?
I think we were chanting Flacco, Flacco.
And he might be the best story of this year, honestly, with so many disappointing parts of this season. That was a lot of fun. That Steelers game was great. There's how many times did they make us think we had a chance this season, then just killed us? But that's for a sad show. We're keeping it positive tonight.
Yeah, that Thursday night football game was chef's kiss. It was probably the highlight of the whole year.
Yeah, it was great. You thought everything was turning around. If we could just hold on to that feeling and make it to next season, maybe we'll just forget about all the bad stuff in between.
Right.
All right, Josh, you went last time, so you can go second this time.
Well, I'm just going to steal it from everybody else. Just because me and him can talk about the weirdest stuff together. Me and Joey B. Joe Burrow.
Fossils.
Yes, I can talk about some off-the-wall things. I feel like mine and his energies would definitely match. I mean, he buys samurai swords and fossils for his offensive linemen. Like,
And
this dude's
Legos.
weird. I love him.
I mean, I will say you guys have the same fashion sense.
Yes.
You're going to Paris this year with him for Fashion Week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
He's
jeez.
a little bit better than I do.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
Sorry, I'm doing too much over here. Give me a second.
Okay. Zach needs a quick break. He can't think this much. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm going with my guy, Teddy Karras.
Yeah.
That's my
That's a
guy.
good one.
So
That is a good one. Zach is very short tonight. He's just straight to the point, no elaboration. I like it. He must have had a long day at the office.
Oh, we can talk about that later. Sammy doesn't want to hear about Army stories.
Neither do we, but you talk about it.
No one wants to hear you about it on the roads of Flowtown either, Nick.
I don't. So there's that.
All right.
Before-
I really want to make a bad joke and just be like, the few, the proud, because it's the complete wrong branch.
We are be all you can be now, okay? Be
Yeah.
all you can be.
If you have a pulse, we'll take you. That's the Army's motto. There you go.
700 med waivers a day, baby.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Zach-
it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Zach, I love you, man, and that's the reason why I'm not going to expound upon any more little jabs there I can put in. But I'll go next, Casey, since I know you'll probably talk about yours for a little bit. I think that BJ Hill would be fun.
Yeah,
I think that his energy and my energy would match. Both very much optimistic, have fun, just joking around the whole time. I think we'd have I think it'd be fun.
BJ is who bleached his hair with Joe, right?
Yep.
You should bleach your hair.
Yes. Yes.
I like the way she thinks.
This will not get bleached.
Oh,
We
Your wife will love it.
did some frosted tips in middle school. Okay. This is back in like late 90s.
My mom used
2000s.
to do that to all my brother's friends' hair. Like they would come over and they would have the cap, and my mom would bleach all of their.
yeah.
Yeah. My sister's she's a cosmetologist. She does hair for a living, and she practiced, and then I shaved my head.
But but you're saying that there's a possibility that you could make this happen.
It's not a possibility. I could definitely make it happen, but I'm
So
not.
you're
It's
telling
not
me there's a
going to happen.
chance.
I think some sort of bet needs to be made for next season
I
for
mean,
him to have to.
You have a going bet still. You still have a running bet for actually ends this year, right?
Yeah, it ends this year. I'm pretty sure I lost. So
Yeah.
Zach, was it you and I that are going to lose? Yeah.
Yep. Me and Nick were on the side of that
The pretty princess bet.
Yeah, so basically Zach and I are going to have to dress up like pretty princesses in the pretty princess jewelry because Amarius Mims worked out, which I'm happy to lose that bet. It's
Me
totally
too.
fine.
I was kind of looking
We're gonna have a
forward
little
to wearing the
tiaras
pretty princess.
and maybe
I
some
like it.
fake costume, earring, jewelry. You know,
We're all girl dads. It doesn't matter.
You need to like have a photo shoot and like have your little teacups.
Yes.
And,
My
That would be
13-year-old
hilarious.
love that. She'll do our nails and makeup too. She'll think it's awesome.
yes.
She'll think it's
Gosh.
great.
Casey, you could put a wig on so that way you can act like you have hair.
I could totally pull. I pulled off a wig a couple times on Halloween. Scare the crap out of people. It's great.
Get the Joe Dierte wig going on.
And I need to grow in the facial hair.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Look at chickies. There we go. Anyways, my person would be T. Higgins because T just has to be a fun guy. Like if you're spending the time with him, you're going out somewhere. He's going to be smiling. He's going to be having a good time. And it's going to be a good vibes only, kind of like a Jimmy Buffett concert, I'd imagine. Like nobody's going to be mad around T. Higgins. Everybody's just going to have a good time. So that's an easy one for me, and you guys didn't take it. I should have put on here, and maybe if we have time here near the end, we might come back to who would you least want to have to spend an afternoon with. But start thinking about that. We'll come back at the end of the awards for that one. But the guy who was one block or missed tackle or something away from being a legend. I think we're all probably going to have the same person on this one. But, Zach, I'll give it to you first.
Cody Ford.
Yes, it has to be Cody Ford. I think that's unanimous across the board. If somebody has something else, please put it out there. But, man, if he'd have got a touchdown on that, that'd have been the greatest play. Like, it'd have been
Ever.
awesome. Yes,
Ever. That would have taken over the NFL as the greatest play ever made.
Would it top the Jerome Simpson flip?
Ooh.
Oh, 100%. You got a 300-pound plus lineman who catches a ball and runs for a touchdown by running over guys and carrying them on his back while he's getting to the end zone. Like, of course that's going to break that.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, this is the first game I took my kids to. It was fantastic. 65 in December, you can't beat it. And that kind of play, they don't even realize how rare that is. I'm freaking out and losing my mind. They're like, whoa, what's going on? I'm like, it's a 300-pound guy. They don't catch the ball and run 20 yards down the field. That doesn't happen. Like, this is awesome.
Ever.
Does anybody have a different player? I thought like that one was pretty much unanimous, but if somebody has somebody else they want to talk about, go for it.
I mean, that's about it. Cody's got the longest catch and run by an offensive lineman in Bengals history.
Yeah. Might be NFL history. I think it's NFL history.
The furthest was 35 yards by Ty Sambrailo in 2019. Sure. Never heard of him.
Yeah. That guy. Yeah, well, that guy. Exactly.
Ty. This is Ty S. Cool.
So now we're back to being haters. We're going to go with the biggest imposter. So who is the biggest imposter on this team? Sammy, I'm putting you right back up there. Just right on the spot. Spotlight on you.
Biggest imposter. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of taking a cheap shot because he didn't really play at all, but I feel like Hendrickson.
Yes.
Because he didn't freaking all of that drama in the off season with his contract, and then they extend him and he plays 2 games and then he's basically out the rest of the year.
I'm totally here for the Trey hate. I've never heard somebody cry so much and do so little. It's ridiculous.
Sammy, I like the hot take. That you stole my thunder.
Sorry.
So come back to me later because I'm about to pick a different player.
So what I heard is Nick is ready to go now. No. Josh. And Josh is stumped. All right, we're just Just dump it all over the place.
No, that's kind of a hard one because
I got it. I'll run with it here. Zach
There were a
Taylor is
lot
the biggest imposter. That's who it really is.
Oh, yes.
Zach Taylor's the biggest imposter.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the side of the defensive coordinator because we expected big changes and nothing.
Yeah.
Everything was the exact same that we've seen the past 5 years. So I'm kind of just going to go with that. I mean, we thought he was going to simplify things, make players just play with their strength, but it looked the exact same as Lou Anarumo.
Except bad. The bad Lou Anarumo.
Oh, it was like the lowest of the low. And the good was mid-Lou. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Not good. It was ugly. I said Zach Taylor to me is the imposter because he has no idea how to be a head coach. He can't manage a game. He doesn't know who's on the field. He's too worried about calling plays. And in a press conference, well, I don't really handle the defense. That's not what I do. You're the head coach, man. You got to be able to do all of it. You need to understand how to run the entire team, not run an offense. So he's always a weak link for us. I mean, I like him as a person. He's a nice guy. I appreciate that he defends his players. But at the same time, he just is a liability. He's not going to ever be an asset. You're never going to have the better head coach unless you go against somebody that probably shouldn't be a head coach. Zach?
Well, could go two different ways, so I'm going to split it in half between the two of them, and that would be CTB and Shamar Stewart.
Yep.
They were both shells of what they could have been. So just
what might have been.
But here's the question. Did we really think that Shamar Stewart was even going to pan out?
Well, according to the front office, he was the best
imposter?
available player in the first round. They liked his
Was he
style.
even
They liked
good
his
at drafting
size,
players?
and he's a freak
Thank you,
athlete.
Sammy.
We love freak athletes, and so he's a freak athlete. But I didn't see it, so yeah.
So was Ross.
Definitely some imposter.
Every time you talk about freak athletes, we have to talk about Margus Hunt. This is our obligatory Margus Hunt plug. He was a freak athlete. The guy could throw beer kegs across a football field or whatever he could do, but he couldn't play football. So freak athlete, couldn't play football. Shamar Stewart might be the exact same way. Freak athlete, can't really play football. Nick?
All right. I was going to say Shamar Stewart, but we're going to say Geno Stone.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play a position where literally your only job is to make sure nobody gets behind you.
And a tackle.
Don't let someone behind you. You're the last line of defense. Your position's called safety. That's all I got to say. No, just going to leave it there.
Definitely not
Or,
a safety, more of a liability.
Cover a tight end. No big deal.
Or anything. Just anything.
It's literally playing in my head right now, just Geno Stone coming up and like trying to gently hug people, and then they run by him and he's like, oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Like not even trying to tackle people.
And he gives up on plays. He doesn't hustle. He gets up on plays. He doesn't cover people, especially tight ends. I mean, go on and on. But we probably want to hear some other things that we want to talk about.
But real quickly, my favorite Geno Stone thing is from Mo Edgar, who says he's nicknamed his dog Geno because he takes terrible angles when he chases squirrels. That should be all you need to know about how bad Geno Stone is.
That's why we like Mo Edgar on this
That's
podcast.
pretty
Mo is
great.
awesome.
That was the
That was
best.
awesome. But all right, so the second to last award, because we are going to go to the dark place one more time, and it's the surprise award I just brought up earlier is going to be the last one. But I take back everything I said about this guy award. So Zach, I'm making you go first.
That's a tough one because there's a lot of guys that I could probably go with here. I think down the stretch, I'm going to go Demetrius Knight Jr. because there were times where I was like, I'm really high on this guy. I think we did really well in getting him in the round that we got him. Then there was times where you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's awful. What are we doing? And then last few games of the season, he's making tackles. He's leading the team in tackles. He's doing things that he's supposed to do as a Mike linebacker. So I was very impressed with him down the stretch.
That's a good one. Next, do you need to think, or you got this one?
I got this one. I mean, Demetrius Knight Jr. is an easy one. I think that Miles Murphy is my guy.
Yes.
I did not think that Miles Murphy would have it in him. And I said probably some pretty mean things about him and not supposed to be on the field.
What did you say exactly?
He didn't deserve to be on the field.
In nicer tones.
He didn't deserve to be on the practice squad even. And I know I did say a qualifier. I hope he proves me wrong. And Miles Murphy, I've never been more proud to say I was wrong.
Sammy, what do you got?
Low hanging fruit again, but only because I kind of wrote a diss track about him. When they drafted him, I don't know if you all listened to it, but it's called Cincinnati is Fine with Elder Abuse to the tune of Adele. And I went pretty hard on the whole old man thing.
That's funny.
And then, I didn't know a whole lot about Flacco. Like, I knew he had been around a while. You know, he was in Cleveland, second string. But the dude throws darts. I mean, how many passes were dropped just from the sheer force of him throwing the ball? So I'm sorry for calling you old, Flacco.
Oh, you can't really feel too bad. He was literally, I'm pretty sure he was in the league. Was it high school or college when he started his career?
It was high school.
It was
Yeah.
2008.
Okay, so I was in college. You guys were in high school. Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
I graduated in 2009.
Okay.
So I started following the Bengals around that time. Like, my family didn't watch sports growing up, anything like that. So that's kind
That
of when
explains.
I started watching.
That explains the Ken Anderson thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. You got
Fair.
to miss out on the 90s. You're welcome for that.
Yes.
Good
You're
job.
very welcome for missing out on the 90s. It was
I'm
not
sorry
fun.
you had to experience 2015.
I heard I didn't miss much. So
Miss Corey did. That's about it.
Yeah, Corey Dillon, 1996 was a good second half of the year. Otherwise, there's not really much to talk about except for really bad things that are now just off-season topics for how bad things could be. But
Or the
I
greatest
digress.
punter ever, Doug Pelfrey.
He's not a punter. He was a kicker.
He was
did
a place
both.
kicker, ding dong.
No, he
did.
He punted when Lee Johnson got his leg broke.
So he qualifies as a punter, does he not? That's
Did
right.
I qualify as a punter?
Yeah, you did.
Not a good one, but I
Back
qualified as
again,
one.
you're fired. You're just fired. I take back everything I said about Amarius Mims because I thought
Just
he was
'cause
a bum. Thought he was
Just
not
because I
going to
could
make
drop.
it.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking over you.
Well, you hush, Nicholas. We're trying to have important people are talking. But Amarius Mims, I did not
Is
think
my
he was a
wife
good
here?
draft pick. I didn't think he was going to pan out. So the fact that he has also grown his toughness. Sorry, Nick got kicked out. This is why Zach has the controls to just boot people out when he wants to.
It's okay. Zach doesn't like Barry Larkin, so he lost all credibility.
All right, so Amarius Mims is my guy. Josh, who do you got?
Early in the season, he did not look very good, but Reisner, he proved me wrong. He started off rough, but he really picked up once he started to gel. So I take back everything I said about him. We have to sign him again.
That's a good one. And the last award we're going to do that Zach does not have a fun thing to put up on the board for because I just came up to it. Oh, he did. Wow, Zach is fast. That's impressive, Zachary.
He is our social media guy. Look at
There
that.
you go.
You'd least want to have a beer
One
with.
thing
Sammy,
you
go
got
ahead.
with technology.
Gosh, I need more time.
We can come back to you. Nick, who do you least want to have a beer with?
Well, let's see. Nothing against him as like a football player, as a person, but I don't think I'd get along with Jamar Chase.
See, I was
He
going to
likes to-
change my answer to I would want to get a beer with Jamar Chase.
I just don't. I don't think that we would have things in common to talk about.
We all know you. We get it.
Yeah. That tracks
I
for you.
think
Nick.
he's freaking hilarious. He's so feisty.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would make him mad.
You do have a punchable face, so that could be a problem.
What do you think I
Is
have
it
a beard?
spittable? Maybe
No,
spit
not
on you
spittable.
instead of punching you.
Yeah, sorry. The other wide receiver we had is Punch Jalen Ramsey. Sorry. AJ Green, you'd be in trouble. But, all right. So, Sammy, you got one now?
I don't know. I would want to have a beer with any of the Bengals players. So I would just say maybe I wouldn't want to have a beer with Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that would be a fun conversation.
Oh.
Josh, what do you got?
I was thinking just players, but take it all back. Duke Tobin. Oh, because if I had a beer with him, we would have some very hard conversations. He would have to answer for a lot of things, and it would all just be talk around bull crap like a politician. Like, no, you have to answer me. You're not leaving till we finish these beers.
So Josh is going to kidnap Duke Tobin.
Yes. Why?
We gotta figure
Why?
this out.
Just tell me why.
Zach, did you have somebody that you're not? You don't want to kidnap them, but you just don't want to have a beer with them?
Well, so actually, I would want to have a beer with Mike Brown and Duke Tobin because I would want to have those conversations with them because I have to be the voice of reason between the two of them. So,
Fair.
Because you do it as a team, right? You guys,
absolutely. We would collaborate and we would make decisions together. Yeah, we would all drink the same beer. You know, well, we're gonna have whatever the case may be. But for me, the least player is going to be CTB. If you don't know, I don't want to have a beer with a guy that does crazy things in his off time. At midnight, 2-3 in the morning before he's supposed to play the Steelers.
Oh yeah.
Seems like a bad plan.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm gonna have to pivot because I was gonna say CTB for basically the same reasons, and he's kind of really full of himself, and I'm like, I don't think that you can't back that up with your play, which would bring me back to Geno Stone. I would imagine having a beer with a guy who thinks he's a really good safety because if you listen to him talk to the media, he thinks he is a very strong veteran presence. He's going to get signed, right away by another team, and everything's going to go great. And I'm like, dude, you're probably going to be scrubbing floors somewhere because you should not be playing safety in the NFL. So I imagine having a beer with a guy who thinks he's awesome but really isn't would not be a fun time.
Yeah.
So no, thank you, Gino. So this is the next segment that we always move into. It's our new off season. And Sammy, I meant to ask you before the show started, so you're going to be put on the spot. So take a second, get ready, get composed. We like to do a best of the band or a singer, whichever one. You get to pick the artist, and then we're all going to give our top 3 songs of this artist or band. So the floor is yours.
Okay, so I'm just supposed to name an artist or a band.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And then you can pick your top 3 songs. So
yeah, like last week I picked
Okay,
Metallica.
It doesn't
genre.
matter. We did
Whatever
Blink-182, Metallica. It could be country. It can be rock, rap, whatever.
Big genre.
Okay. Trying to think of. I feel like I want to throw you all for a loop. Wait, do I have to say or do you all have to say?
So you get to
Both.
pick, and then everybody will go around. So we'll give you since you're the guest on the show, you get to pick who the artist is, and you get to pick your top 3 songs first. And I try to not rename songs, so make it
Okay.
challenging.
Avril Lavigne.
Ooh.
Oh, great. Go ahead.
You grew up in the era, Nick. You grew up in the era.
No, I'm not saying it bad.
Skater
I was
Boy?
excited.
Skater Boy.
Gator Boy.
Complicated. And I'm With You.
Ooh.
The floor is yours.
All right, who do we want to throw under a bus first? Because we've all been a while since we listened to Avril
Every
Lavigne.
single one of us are researching. Hold on.
I'm gonna go with Girlfriend.
Oh.
I
You
know that
would.
one.
You would.
Hey, I know that song. What the Hell is another one. Yes, that's the name of the song, so I'm not breaking our parental advisory.
We've already had one.
What?
We've already had one.
Okay, there we go. So that's 2 of them. I'm trying to think of another one without saying a repeat here. I don't know. Complicated is her best song, though. That's the generational one. The wearing the tie, all the girls in middle school wearing the tie. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Complicated as my 3rd one.
I'm going next. I'm jumping in. All right. Obviously, Skater Boy was a go-to. Complicated was definitely one of my favorite songs by her. And then, but what I really liked was The Young and Dumb because it featured Simple Plan.
Ooh,
That's
yep.
I loved Simple Plan growing up. So
That song is so freaking good.
Yeah.
So good.
So
That's a new one.
I mean, when you're talking about like Simple Plan and Avril Lavigne together, I mean that's just, to me, you have both sides of the genre right there.
So are we all going to emo night? That's what I'm hearing. There's emo night going on in Cincinnati. I guess we're all going to go to emo night. I like it.
Why not?
Heck yeah. Nick, are you going to wear your emo clothes you had back in the day?
I don't fit in those. I'm a good 100 pounds heavier than I was then.
Got that studded belt that you turn to the side still?
We need to get the emo hair again. You're the only one with hair right now that's long enough, so you just grow it out here and just.
I used to part my hair so far over to the side. Like, I don't even know how I migrated my part to the middle because it was just like over here so I could like put the hair over my eyes. So bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Zach's still researching. Are you ready, Zach?
So I'm gonna be honest. I haven't listened to much other than what's already been named in probably 25 years. So I was just kind of going through my Apple Music here, seeing what's on here. My second daughter would be upset if I didn't put in my top 3 Complicated or Skater Boy. So there's those 2. And I just blinded myself. But her cover of Wish You Were Here, I'm good with that. So, came out in 2011. So,
And Josh, we know you're the biggest Avril Lavigne fan ever. You're not like a hard rock guy or anything.
Yes. I mean, yeah, Skater Boy and Complicated. Everyone knows those. I can't say everyone because we're older now.
Everyone of this age demographic.
Yeah, close enough. What the hell?
I like it. Good choice.
Yeah.
I just like hearing you all say Skater Boy. It's killing me.
He was a Skater Boy.
Oh my gosh.
oh, please.
Josh is now going to serenade us for the next couple minutes of skating.
Josh can play the guitar. Let's just keep it there.
Hey, he does a good cover of heavy metal stuff. We've done karaoke nights a few times. He's pretty good with heavy metal. I like it. All right. So moving into our random off-season topics, not that this entire episode has not been one gigantic random off-season topic, but hey, we're going to jump into them. Since we have an awesome singer-songwriter musician here, we're going to go with worst concert ever and best concert ever. So do you want to go first, Sammy, or do you want to think?
Let me think.
All right, so I have no problem throwing Nick under a bus. Nick, here's a bus.
Yes, I'm used to it. So best concert ever. I'm just going to go first with that. Brad Paisley and Justin Moore. That was my favorite concert ever. Justin Moore, when he first came out, he headlined for Brad Paisley. Quite easily my favorite, especially when Brad Paisley has his duo with Carrie Underwood. Just lights out. Worst concert ever that I have been to. I hate to say it because God rest his soul, but the Toby Keith concert was kind of a mess.
Sucks.
That is surprising.
It was not what I anticipated.
Well, that's sad because I'm a huge Toby Keith guy, but you could
I
have a bad show.
I love Toby Keith. I still listen to Toby Keith. While I'm alone in the car, I still listen to Toby Keith. But the concert was just it just did not live up to the par.
It happens.
I have mine.
Go, Sammy, go.
So we went to see. Oh wait, so should I start with the good first or the bad first?
Whatever you want.
So went to see Kid Rock and Hank Williams Jr. And I was so excited to see Hank Williams Jr. And he literally is like a blubbering idiot on stage. He would start a song and he would sing like part of the song and then he would just stop and his whole band would just stop along with him. And then he just starts rambling on about something random. And then he would start singing a different song. He wouldn't even finish songs.
Oh my gosh.
I was super disappointed with that. But best concert, that's tough because I've seen some artists that aren't around anymore. So Linkin Park and Tom Petty. I got to see Linkin Park before Chester died. And that's like hard to beat that.
Those are good concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, what do you got?
So I would say the worst one, just because it was ungodly hot, was 2 years ago, I think, Bourbon and Beyond. And it was so last time I ever went down to Louder Than Life, it was mainly grass. It was nice. Yeah, we get muddy. Who cares? But now it's mostly concrete or blacktop. So the sun's just beating up from the bottom, and it sucks. It is stupid hot. Just made it almost not fun to be there at all. The one that keeps coming to mind the most was when we saw Shinedown with Skillet and Papa Roach. That was a great concert at Riverbend. I loved every second of that. Plus, I got to meet all the members of Shinedown. They're pretty short, if you guys wonder. They're not very.
The inside knowledge you get of bands when you tune into Talkin Bengals. I love it. Lindsay?
Worst concert that I think I've ever been to. I'm going to go to the Dave Matthews concert I went to in 2010, only because it started just dumping rain right as Dave was getting ready to play. I think we had a monsoon, thunderstorm,
I was at that
tornado.
concert.
So you remember, right?
I do.
So,
it was crazy. People were like, because it was before it was turf, so people were literally sliding down the mud.
Yes, sliding down the hill.
Yeah.
Yes, it was insane. So the girl I was dating at the time, I took her. She's not a huge Dave fan, so she was ready to go anyway. And so I'm trying to navigate her through the crowd. And then again, if you've ever been to a Dave Matthews concert, you know the things that get partaken while you're there. And I literally rolled up on a guy trying to navigate the crowd, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's Dave." And I was like, "All right, yeah, I need to go." I don't need to be here. So that was probably my worst concert experience. The best concert experience, I would say it's a tie, because in my younger days, it was Blink in 2011 when they came to Cincinnati at Riverbend. That was a great show. But when we were in Utah in 2019, I went and saw and got to be on stage and have a beer with Brad Paisley. I also got to meet Riley Green backstage. And I don't remember the other country artists that opened up the show. But all around, it was a really good time. And then obviously it was a uniform thing. So I got to be in uniform and have a beer with Brad Paisley on stage in front of like 5,000 people. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time. So the Blink concert, that was the one with Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy?
MCR, I believe, is the one that opened. But yeah, I think it was Panic,
I was at
MCR.
that one. The Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy.
Crazy.
Yes, I was at that one. That was a great concert. That was awesome. That was a really fun one. That's in my top 3 favorite concerts. But I'll start with my worst, which was a college concert. So, sometimes you get people coming to campus that are good, sometimes not so great. Keith Anderson. Does anybody really remember Keith Anderson, country singer? Had 2 or 3 hits like Double XL, Every Time I Hear Your Name, and something else. I forget the other one he had. Wraparound. Well, he was the headliner. That should tell you how this concert is going to go at Eastern Kentucky University. He's the headliner, and they brought in some local talent, which is not a bad thing. Usually you get really good people. There's a lot of good bars in Richmond, had a lot of good live music I enjoyed. They brought in a bunch of late 50s somethings that were called the Trailer Trash Band. And they were exactly that, and it was trash.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Yeah, and their fans came with them. Needless to say, a bunch of, rowdy late 50s women going nuts, throwing things on the stage to these late 50s men in a college campus. It was very weird. So we finally get done with the Trailer Trash Band after seemed like a 2-hour set. They just kept going and going and going. And we get to Keith Anderson, and about 30 minutes in, I'm like, I'm done. I can't listen to, he has one song I like. These tickets cost like $6. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here for another hour and a half waiting for one song. So yeah, I had to leave. It was just that obnoxious and bad. No offense, Keith Anderson, but do not have the Trailer Trash Band open for you. That is my recommendation to anybody. If you play in Richmond, if they're still alive, do not have the Trailer Trash Band open for you. They're probably all dead by now. I'm old. I'm old as crap. So they're probably all dead by now. Anyway, you're looking them up, see if they're still around.
Yeah.
There's one definitely best concert, but the honorable mention, because why not? I do it all the time. I'm going to get 2. Bowling for Soup. If you have not seen Bowling for Soup in concert, they are one of the most entertaining groups to see. They keep the fans engaged. They're a lot of fun. Literally, if they had like a 10-year-old that came to their last concert I went to, literally called the 10-year-old up on stage, got to play guitar with them, and then got to do crowd surfing. So really fun, good memories, good times. They're a great group of guys. But the best concert I have ever been to, Jimmy Buffett. Hands down, went to Buffett's last concert at Riverbend.
Yep.
Amazing, awesome. Really sad I can never go to another one because I've never been to a concert where it's good vibes only, other than Jimmy Buffett. No fights, nobody's in a bad mood. Everybody's just happy, enjoying themselves. It's like a 2.5-hour just celebration of everybody having a good time. So Jimmy Buffett was awesome. Zach, do you have news on the Trailer Trash Band?
Yeah, I do actually. So Apple Music's really funny when you do the search, right? So apparently there's a couple songs out there. It's named by Casey Donahue. It's called White Trash Story. But the rest of the list on this search is actually hysterical. Brooks and Dunn reboots the second album. Metallica Reload. Again, mind you, I put Trailer Trash Band in the search bar. Lana Del Rey, her album Season of the Witch. Modest Mouse. Eminem's song So Far. Dave Matthews Band again and again. Kenny Chesney, American Kids, and then Modest Mouse again with Float On. That's your Trailer Trash Band search on Apple Music, everybody.
And that's crazy because there was literally another country group that had a hit song at one point called the Trailer Choir. You think they'd have brought them up at least. And that's why Spotify is better than Apple Music. I'm just going to put it out
Yeah,
there.
I don't agree with any of that at all. Like, and I know I have a lot of trailer trash runs in my family. I can give you a list. Kid Rock would be top of that list. Kid Rock.
There we go. The Kid Rock's up there. I was thinking some other ones. I mean, Leonard Skinner's got to be up there for anybody.
Definitely Leonard Skinner.
It's got to be there.
Alabama.
Yep, Alabama. That'd be another big one. In Kentucky, it's got to have some Montgomery Gentry. Like, you know, that's a good Kentucky group.
Yep.
I don't want to put Alan Jackson on that list. It breaks my heart. But, I mean, you can't have
Your achy breaky heart?
Chattahoochee.
Your achy breaky heart?
That'd be Billy Ray. Yeah, we got to get him on there, too. Another good Kentucky guy.
Billy Ray,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've had we got some other topics we could save for another time because I feel like this has been a great episode and I don't want to pontificate too much and have us go down a dark road here. Nick's going to go off on a topic at some point or Josh is going to grandstand about something. So we're going to bring us into closing thoughts here. So, Sammy, would you like to go first on closing thoughts or do you want to wrap us up?
It doesn't matter to me.
We'll put you right there in the middle then. So, Josh, go ahead. What's your closing thought for tonight?
My closing thoughts. Honestly, really not expecting too much to happen this offseason. If we're talking about the Bengals, nothing.
I'm sorry. It sounds like the grudge is happening at Josh's house. I've lost it. I'm sorry.
You're a mechanic. WD-40 that chair, Josh. Gee.
I'll just mute myself.
Throw it away. This chair's done. But, whatever. Actually, I know last time we talked about, something that the Reds haven't done. But, hey, they got Eugenio Suarez back. So, yay, right? It worked out so well last time. Let's see if it works out this time. Worked out really good for the last half of the season. So
He had 49 home runs once. Maybe that'll happen again. Who knows?
That's what the Reds bank on. I know I'm switching it up because the Reds are kind of doing something. I don't know.
They're not doing something.
They're mostly not doing something. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I can't wait to see the draft.
So, Nicholas, what do you got?
I'm still waiting on him to sign Dylan Reisner.
Dylan? Come on, you almost went an entire episode without messing up a name.
I can't go. What's his name?
Close. Dalton?
I was close. It started with a D.
Cincinnati. I was way off.
I can't be batting for 100. Okay, I can't bat 1,000.
Batting 100, you could do. I'm pretty sure you could bat 100.
I could definitely bat 100.
I've seen you bat 100
times 4. But anyways, okay, Reisner, whatever. I don't see why they haven't signed him yet. Get it out of the way. Go ahead, get the signing done, so that way you can do all the hard stuff later.
That's a good, easy one. So, Zach, I'll let you plug our socials and then set up our awesome guest for her closing thoughts.
Do you not have closing thoughts? Or are you going last?
I'm going last because mine are going to be extremely brief.
All right, fair enough. Well, then, like always, we appreciate everybody that listens in every week. And Sammy, we appreciate you coming on the show. I had a shirt available to you. I have yet to put it in the mail. Life's kind of crazy right now in my house and my work life on my day job. So anyway, if you don't already, follow, subscribe, share all of the Talkin Bengals information, social media stuff, everywhere you possibly can. We are there. Go to our website. We have shirts out there. I think I'm still using the Shop 15 or Holiday 15 promo code.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Holiday
Casey's going to tell me to
somewhere.
take it down. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's a whole year as a holiday. We're down for it.
There's a second one coming around.
So,
It's a red white reference. So anyway, closing thoughts for me. This is kind of crazy that this is probably one of the longest off seasons we've had in a long time. So it's going to be an interesting time to go. So pitchers and catchers next week, though. So you're telling me there's a chance. So, all right. Without further ado, Miss Sami Riggs, everybody.
Thank you all so much for having me. I really appreciate getting on the show. I know you all have tried to connect with me a few times on social media. Hopefully, the Bengals franchise can prove us wrong, and I will have a lot of happier songs to write this next season. So we will see what happens. But if you'd like to keep up with me, you can go to samiriggs.com. All of my socials, all of my shows are posted on there, and I would love to see one of you all at a show.
No, absolutely. So what are the shows again, if you want to plug those, the upcoming ones?
So I have 3 shows towards the end of this month. I'm playing I'm doing the post-match entertainment at the FC Cincinnati game on Wednesday the 25th. Thursday the 26th, I'll be at Motor Pub with Easy, Mark, and those moving targets, and Cheating Paisley. And then on February the 28th, it's a house concert pop-up show with my good friends Lydia Shea and Ash Taylor. You can find the information for all of those shows on my website, samiriggs.com.
No, absolutely. So if you guys are not already following her, make sure you do. Great local entertainment, awesome live music. Get out there, check her out. Anybody else that she performs with, I bet, is awesome as well. And that's pretty much going to do it for us. Thank you for joining us, Sami, and everybody have a wonderful week, and hooday.
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 Hooday. I am going to try to end the stream.